Hello and welcome to Music with Purpose. I'm your host, Tommy O, and here's Lynne Grobsky tonight, multi-instrumentalist and inspirer of a drum circle.
Thank you very much. It is an honor and a privilege to be here. Thank you.
It's a privilege to have you. Music with Purpose is expanding.
I'm honored to be a part of expanding your mission, because when you create your own music, playing your own music or listening to music is healing, and this world definitely would benefit from more healing.
How did your idea of music as healing grow?
Well, I'd like to credit my autistic son as my catalyst. He was my impetus for exploring unseen reasons why things are as they are. I read as much as I could, and I embarked on my spiritual journey, which means I'm choosing to learn and connect with a higher source. And so I taught third grade for 7 years, and then transferred to elementary physical education, which greatly reduced my workload. And so I was able to, get my energy healing certification and start building a client base and start building my business. The school district that I was teaching in implemented a new policy. They needed all of the physical education teachers to have their health certification. I wasn't able to comply. This is the universe directing me. So I resigned from my position and have been embarking on this journey of being an entrepreneur for a year now. And it's been the best self-improvement program you can do.
Good news, I may try it someday.
So, to answer your question, in my learning of how we are energy transmitters and receivers, I discovered the joy of high vibrational sound, singing bowls, any bells, anything that just, when you hear it, helps your body to just go, oh, that sound is really... Because in our society, we have so much sound pollution, and we're not always able to monitor the noise or the sound coming at us. And this impacts our subtle energy system in many ways. And so when we introduce a high vibrational sound, it really assists in our healing. And what does healing mean? It just simply means to be made whole, to remember who we really are. Once I discovered singing bowls, I became a sound healer. I discovered I have this gift, and drum circles and drumming was a part of that. I've always loved drumming. I've always loved it, and I finally was able to explore that and get my drum circle certification when I was still teaching physical education.
When you say high vibration, you don't necessarily mean high pitch, do you?
No, I don't. Vibration refers to how quickly the atoms or the molecules are shaking. A lot of people go around with too much energy in their subtle energy system, a lot of stuck energy, if you can say, because every thought, word, and action has been imprinted. Our bodies remember it. It gets imprinted, and it stays there unless we can introduce something to shake it up. So when we introduce a high vibrational sound, I've had people experience, all of a sudden they start crying, or their migraine headache will go away, because our bodies are mostly water. And so when you introduce a sound wave that's of a high vibration that really shakes it up, it loosens the lower vibrational particles. If this is a simplistic way of thinking of it, then this lower vibrational energy can then be released and replaced with a higher vibration. So when you're using drums, or you're singing, or you're using your voice for your self-healing, it raises your vibration and helps you to release some negativity.
So, like the rhythm of the drums, maybe. If it's a calming and a steady rhythm, it can entrain you.
Well, you're absolutely correct in that it is the rhythm, and because our body has a natural rhythm, and that starts in our mother's womb, listening to her heartbeat. When we play a rhythm that just comes naturally to us, or not even, you are right, it is an entrainment. It is, because there are 5 layers to our subtle energy system, so it helps to organize it. Intention is very powerful, and so it helps direct the energy. You mentioned high sounds and low sounds. In my toning and with the different sound bowls that I use, lower sounds tend to assist the body in releasing the lower vibrational particles. The higher sounds are a connective energy, if you will, to a higher vibrational source energy, or
More subtle things.
more subtle, right? Right.
As opposed to the gross and the dross, the things that we're trying to clear out and shake up.
You know, our bodies are vehicles for our soul's purpose. If we're choosing to work toward a healthy relationship with our bodies, we find these tools for healthier living. This ultimately results in a higher quality of life. And when we experience more peace and joy and abundance through using these tools and achieving a healthier life, it benefits not only us, but the people whose lives we touch. Especially drumming becomes an essential practice for living a truly harmonious life.
An essential practice, as opposed to just putting on some mindless entertainment for just even that 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning, something that entrained and set your intention for your day, you mean?
Yes, absolutely. And it's amazing how that can elevate your day and how you feel during the day. When we do actively play music instead of just listening, there are more biological changes that occur in the body. So we experience an improved immune function. You know, we're able to withstand the common cold, or recover more quickly from illness. Our mood improves. You know, after a hard day at work, sitting down and drumming and getting out your stuff, because what are anger management issues but simply repressed anger or repressed negative emotion? And so when you have a tool that's this effective in releasing that negative emotion, you not only feel better, your environment is enhanced, and the people around you are happier, really.
The original tapping, in other words.
Yeah.
We did this, before we did that sort of thing, we did it that way.
Right.
And
right.
it is true, I don't want to work, I want to bang on the drum all day. Enough of us sang, Mr. Rundgren, thank you.
Exactly.
I agree that rhythms can entrain, and a practice of, I bet you people do it.
Absolutely.
Unconsciously, too.
They do, and I can go in a minute into just simple ways you can incorporate some rhythms and drumming into your life.
So you think mindfulness would bring a greater benefit?
Without a doubt. We're talking,
We always hear that.
you know, peace begins with us, and if we can release our anger and live a more harmonious life, it's my belief, and I'm not saying this facetiously, that world peace is just around the corner if we can all choose to.
I guess the choice is to be made individually. So when
That's
I
right.
when I bring peace to myself, I only then have a chance maybe to exemplify it for someone else. I can't force peace on them. That would be a...
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, because we're all on our path.
Why don't we send it? Let's send ourselves along on a path. Don't we have a drumming circle to do?
Why,
in a
yes,
little
we
while?
do.
Is there
Yes, we
anything
do.
you'd like to cover before we get to it?
Just quickly, a couple of ways you can work into, incorporate some rhythm. As you're driving, put on some music you love and tap on the steering wheel, without letting go of the steering wheel, obviously. But another thing you can do to release your stress when you get home from work, and I used to do this in my gym, is to, if you have an exercise ball, you can bang on the exercise ball. So,
Can I ask, if, like drummers have rudiments, are there any rhythms that you might suggest as opposed to the frenetic thing that just might come out from you? Sure, we're going to have that nervousness, but is there something that can entrain, let's say, a mantra, a drum mantra rhythm?
Well,
I'm not nervous, something like that.
well, you have the basic 4/4 beat, or you can do the heartbeat. But what we're going to do in our drum circle is I have some, phrases, some cute phrases, and we're just going to drum the phrase and take it from there.
That's,
So-
I think, what I was asking about. And
Yeah.
what phrase feels best is the one for
Right.
you. It's your personal mantra.
Right.
rhythm.
Well, I'd like to go into that in a moment, but what I'd really like to do for the benefit of our viewers is to demonstrate the exercise ball idea. So here's what you can do at home. You can put the exercise ball with a couple of utensils and a hula hoop or something to contain it, and you just put on your favorite music or, just move your feet. That's key. Can you sing your favorite song? I like to move it, move it. 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 And this really gets your heart rate up. All right, so try it at home, and now we're going to get to drumming. All right, so here's some basics. The drum is a musical instrument, so what we're going to do is play the drum, not hit the drum. So you're going to let your hand just bounce gently off, okay? And you also, on your drum, there is a pie-shaped sweet spot, and you can play around with experimenting to learn the different sounds that your drum can make. It's important to sit up straight, no rings that will hurt, and so you're just going to follow my cue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the cowbell, and we're going to be saying some simple phrases, and I'm going to tap the cowbell. I'm going to do the rhythm slowly at first so that you can get the rhythm, and then when I say 1, 2, ready, play, you're going to do the same rhythm that I'm doing. All right, does that sound good? Are we ready?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So the first rhythm is I like spaghetti and meatballs. I like spaghetti and meatballs. I like spaghetti and meatballs. 1, 2, ready, play. I like spaghetti and meatballs. I like spaghetti and meatballs. I love spaghetti and meatballs. I like 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 spaghetti and You guys are fabulous. The more you move your body, the more exercise you get. One, two, ready, stop. You guys are naturals. All right.
Oh, wow.
Here's the next rhythm, and this is a saying my dad always, I just loved when he said this. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. One more time. We all scream for ice cream. 1, 2, ready, play. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream Beautiful. Beautiful. F-U-N fun, I'm telling you.
That is
The
really
guys in the
fun.
sound booth are into it too.
Yeah, that is really
No
fun.
more being grumpy or, taking it out on your kids. This is great. All right. The next rhythm we're going to do is in honor of our Chinese friends, and I had to explain to that when you dig a deep hole, we always say, can you dig to China? So this is our rhythm. Can you dig to China? Can you dig to China? Can you dig to China? 1, 2, ready, play. Can you dig to China? 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 Can So what you can do, another way you can work this into your daily life is to, if you're going out for a walk, you can pick up a couple of rocks or stones and just pick a few phrases, and as you're walking along, it's really elevates the benefits of a walk and being outside. So, all right. I'd like to take a moment to talk about tempo. When we are doing a basic rhythm, like a 4/4 beat, this is the basic beat. When we incorporate extra beats in between the 4/4 beat, that's when you get into what we call a groove. And so instead of just a 4/4 like this, you can do a, and you still hear the 4/4 beat, but you're adding in extra beats. So here's what we're going to do next. We're going to start with a rhythm. America the beautiful, America the beautiful, in honor of the Election Day. Okay. So we're going to start the beat. I'm going to let you play the basic beat for a minute or two, and then when I say 1, 2, ready, go, you can add in your own beats. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and pick up maybe a drum or maybe my bodhrán and go ahead and jam with you. All right?
Get to jam now.
Oh,
We have to
wow.
jam now.
Cool.
Okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do the beat a couple times and bring you in. Okay? America the beautiful, America the beautiful. 1, 2, ready, go. America the beautiful, America the beautiful, America the beautiful, America the beautiful, America the
See you next time.
Yes.